All right, so checking um, my audio here now. Let's go and check this out. And want to see if YouTube can hear me as well. So let's just check. Well, I think they do. Okay, thank you so much. Sandali lang. All right, from there now, again, welcome po sa ating midweek market review. It's Wednesday and it's 8:30 on my clock now. So let's go and tingnan po natin kung ano na nangyayari kay market. Okay? So if you notice, we're still on that position from Monday, AUD USD, from this anticipated pullback and the beginning of a new move right here. Yep. Pero sabi natin, there's a level there that's being tested right now. So if you can look at my screen and focus here. Yeah. Sorry, if we zoom out further. Okay. This is the resistance that we have been monitoring from today. Nandun pa siya kanina, tinamaan niya yan kanina. Tapos, may a little rejection there, right? If we go to a lower time frame, look at that rejection from today. So, in that case, I'm still expecting for this price to go up there. Pero pag hindi na talaga kaya, then I'm willing to take the money in this case. So, if you notice, we were buying from this level right here. The price have already spiked there. So, kung hindi na kaya ni market na umakyat pa dyan further, so we are willing to take the trade already. So, what I'll be doing right now, I'll show you how I would manually trail my stop loss in our favor. Okay? So, meaning, I will move this stop loss level right here above, okay, the entry price so that we can secure the profit just in case the market goes down here on a certain level where the trade will automatically close without us being in front of our computer. Because this time, we understand that it already have reached the ceiling that we have seen the market, where the market, could possibly reverse, okay? Which already happened a couple of bars before, or ago, So, nauna nag-reverse na siya. Tingnan nyo, hindi pa naman siya total reversal, no? Pero may rejection na tayong nakikita. Pansinin nyo tong resistance na to. Balikan ko lang kung hindi nyo na-catch kanina. Saan galing yung resistance na yan? If you go back, okay, and, oops, sorry, not that. Okay, and draw your horizontal line here. We are actually focusing on this one where the price went up, then down, and it's becoming more relevant to our trading today. So if you're seeing the same thing, so what I'm gonna do here now next is, right, pupunta ako sa H1 chart. Kasi again, may umakit pa naman siya ng kaunti, no? Right, umakit pa siya ng kaunti. Tapos mapapansin nyo, you have the smaller swings right here, or smaller waves, still showing us higher highs and higher lows. So, ibig sabihin, may momentum pa rin kay market, nagpo-push pataas. Alright? Pero sabi ko nga, bago pa mag-reverse ito at bumalik sa zero yung profit natin, we'd like to secure some of it. Alright? So, that just in case it goes this direction, right? Ma-secure yung remaining of the profit natin, or at least part of it. Okay? Pero pag magtuloy-tuloy naman siya, nandun pa rin yung position natin. So, ibig sabihin, literally, tinitrail natin, sinusundan lang natin kung saan papunta si price. At pag sakali mang mag-reverse siya, at least mag-close siya, in profit pa rin tayo. So, how do you do that? Manually, you can just simply move the stop loss towards a certain direction, like that. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, I just manually drag it from here and move it there. So, ibig sabihin, in my trading history, it might appear that I got SL or stop loss, but if you notice, we got stop loss in this level where we already have bank. I'll put it in green. The profit from our entry price towards where the new stop loss is. So this one is still profit. Okay? So just in case mangyari man ito, okay? So doon natin siya, hindi din. Mangyari man yung pag-drop na yan, at least etong na-profit na natin from the entry price to where our current stop loss is, we can still bank it. Alright, so again, that's one thing that you can do if you're intending to keep the price, to keep the trade for an extended period of time, or if you're seeing that there's momentum in the market and you are, kumbaga, anticipating for another breakout, right? So, another thing is, as conservative as you can be, you can just simply take the money for what it is right now. Okay? So, technically from here to here, actually dun sa top, we are at 1.73 pips in profit. Now, it's going back at 60.56 na ngayon. Bumabalik siya ng 60 kanina. Bumalik na naman dito. So, it's playing at that level. So, at any point you wish, sorry, excuse me, wish to take the trade, you can also close the trade already. Yeah, so that's not a problem. Okay? It always depends on what do you call this? um, on the trader's discretion. All right? So, ganun. This is something that I can suggest for you to do just in case, well, if you understand it, all right, and if you really want to do it. If you do not, let me know in the comment section of your questions and clarifications about this approach, okay? So that's my take now here, but I'd like to go and check further. Mhm. Look at this waves. Pwede pang gumanon then go back there. Well, I'm totally fine with that. I'll be putting it on the next bar right here. So I'll make a little adjustment here. So technically, if that happens, we're banking at least 45 pips, right? Kasi bumabalik na naman siya, 60, 60. Yeah, there you go, 60, 55, right? So if that goes down, meaning, yeah, a little bit lower than the current 1 hourly bar chart, then we're totally fine. Anyway, in 30 minutes, we'll have another bar. So, pag mag-spike pa yan ulit, yeah, I'm totally okay. All right? So, yeah, by the way, if you don't have any position in this one yet, the 1 hourly chart is still best to go for. Bakit? At 9 o'clock Philippine time right now, we'll get a new bar here. So, this can still be another bar that you might use as your reference for this uptrend continuation. Pero kung hindi na kayo comfortable to trade very, very close on the ceiling, yeah, which in most cases I am not too comfortable on getting in on the ceiling, so then you can just anticipate for a reversal or wait for a reversal, I mean, saka kayo mag-sell naman, or in in other cases naman, and for still a buy position, pwede nyong antayin mag-breakout yan tapos mag-retest to form another wave here, which is above the resistance level, right? That will show us that, again, there's another move that's building up there for a beautiful extension, right? So, ibig sabihin, if you look at this on D1, etong wave na to is likely to start in that direction na naman. Okay, so conservatively, you might want to wait for this. Aggressively, you can already start your buy on that 1 hourly chart. Just understand, okay, that it becomes a low probability trade. Kasi bakit ulit? Bakit low probability trade siya? You're buying very, very close to the ceiling. And when you're at the ceiling, okay, you know that the price is likely to reverse more than to continue. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Kung kaya pa niyan mag-continue, okay. Pag hindi naman, nandiyan na yung stop loss natin naka-ready to bank the profit that we have from earlier today. Okay? And there you go. Mike and Kuya Chard is here in this webinar. Glad you are here, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Right? So I want to move on to Euro USD, which is still a downtrend. Pero, sorry, excuse me. Okay. Not really showing those big waves to show a really strong downtrend. But of course, maganda pa rin naman yung movement niya dito. Hindi lang as strong as like bigger waves that like this, di ba? And our orange is still below the blue, meaning we're still seeing that momentum pushing downwards, right? First thing I will do is, again, draw my horizontal line here because I have deleted them earlier today. So there you go. Wonderful. Kung makikita nyo yan from Monday, di ba nandito tayo? Now it's back there and it's testing the horizontal line, which is our current ceiling. So kung ang price nga is nasa ceiling, where do we expect for the price to go? You can type that in the comment section later on. Right? Or you can answer it for yourself. Okay? So, in my case, I will look for a sell, then we'll look for a buy, and we look for a buy na lang if the price goes back above, yeah? Pag umibabaw na ulit siya dun sa horizontal line, saka lang tayo magre-reconsider ng what do you call this? A buy or a long position. So, for now, at least, sell muna tayo while the price is staying below. I just want to zoom out further, no, just to see if we have, there you go. Yeah, a level that we can add here as a warning to how far the price can go. That level will be my first one, then the second will be this. Okay, go back to my bars, and yep, as expected, there you go. If I will go in my daily chart as my reference for the trade itself, my entry will be here. So ibig sabihin kaya niya pang bumaba dito at i-break ito bago pa magtuloy-tuloy. So kung hindi at bumalik yan dyan, at least hindi tayo matrigger. So I would also like to check it on H4. Baka may better entry price ako. This looks more of a bearish engulfing potential, pero short-term trade lang talaga to, like 20 pipper. And in that case, I could possibly risk 60 to make 20. I don't think I want that. I'm always looking at where I'm putting my entry price. Okay, if this is a short-term floor, pwede pa rin naman. Interesting. Interesting. I would like to go for that. A short-term sell here, just in case. Pero hindi na siya ano eh, no? The entry price is about 20, 30 pips away from my preferred entry just to collect another 20 pips. We can try. Anyway, we'll set a pending order lang naman, and, diba? Let's see if the market can go for that bearish engulfing, right? And I hope this part right here can also help you out and reviewing how to set up your trades, okay, manually. So I'll click new order here. Okay, tingnan natin kung magpo-push to in our favor, ha. Pero pag hindi naman yan, well, that's totally fine. Okay, I'm looking to risk about 65 pips here to make 25. Again, not really the most advisable position. It's just that I have a plan on the next one. Just show me here, right? So stay with me here, so you will see what my plan is, just in case the trade proceeds, right, or move in my favor. Okay, I have a question from Jovet. Sir, when it goes above or below the horizontal line, that's the only confirmation for a buy or sell position, or do you consider other confirmation? Yes, I do consider other confirmation as well. When you talk about the horizontal line, okay, just to be clear with everyone, when I talk about horizontal line and when I plot horizontal line, I'm not looking for the entry price yet. So technically, it's just considering the position first. It's not getting in the trade yet. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag tumatama siya sa ceiling, right, I'm looking to go for a sell, but I need to look for the entry price for the sell. That's the secondary confirmation, right? So, if the price is touching the floor, yes, I know that the price is likely to go up. And the next confirmation is I need to look for a reasonable entry price. So, technically, the horizontal line will be a level that will tell me, or at least help me, understand where the price is likely to reverse, or is it likely to continue as well. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, Jovit, and for everyone, thank you so much for sending that question. I would, yeah, think that it would help other people as well. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And so let me just proceed with here. Let me proceed with this trade now here. Tingnan natin, ha, entry price. I will explain to you next bakit ko ginagawa ito. Okay. 1.0801. Yep, that's my entry price. 1.0801. Okay. Stop loss will be somewhere here at 0.867. 1.0867. Alright, since this is on the 4-hourly chart, and this will be just in the next 15 minutes. But anyway, tingnan natin kung magpo-proceed, no? Right, 1600. Okay. And we'll go for, sorry, naka-buy limit. So, stop. There you go. So, from here, if this bearish engulfing continue, okay, papansin nyo, ang goal lang sana natin is short term here. Now, look at this one. I'll do another position here. Now, ito yung next plan ko. Just in case that happens, and the price continues far more lower, right, I will have another entry price here anticipating for a much bigger bearish engulfing, which is on D1. Okay? So, yun yung gagawin ko. Alright? Again, if you're not comfortable trading multiple positions on a single currency pair, you're not I'm not advising you to follow this trade, but if you are, still, I am not advising you to follow this trade blindly, but please apply trader's discretion. And as always, please remember, the trading is risky, especially if you're not educated properly about it. So I hope this content or this session is helping you to be informed of what the market really is all about. And please understand that this is not a financial advice, okay? This should not be considered, right, as an investment advice as well. So I hope you're learning from this, as this is for your educational purposes only, okay? So sana makatulong dun sa education process nyo, okay? And again, apply trader's discretion if you are taking the trade with me. Understand your lot sizing, understand how much you're risking per trade, all right? So let me go for another trade right here, which I'll be setting it on D1. Another sell stop there, pero this time I will take the low of the previous bar on the daily, which is this time 0.749. 1.0749 is what I want it to be. Then I will take the 0.867 stop loss, 1.0867 stop loss from the earliest trade, earlier trade. Then 59. Oops, sorry, 59. And let's go place the trade. Now, pansinin nyo po, just in case the price breaks out, then meron pa tayong isang nakaabang doon just in case mag-continue siya. Pag hindi naman, all those trades, since they are pending, will be automatically canceled by our chart if a new bar is seen on this one. Okay, so that's my take for Euro USD for now. Pag sakaling magbago ang direction nito for the next couple of hours, or maybe pag tingin ko tomorrow nandito na siya sa taas, right? Then it will be a different position for me towards the end of the week. Baka buy na tayo neto before the end of Friday. So tingnan natin, right? Pero pag may chance pa rin siya mag-continue pababa, then we will continue with this sell position. All right? Then next will be GBP USD, which is almost in the same position right now if you look at this chart. Okay? Pero nga lang, oops, sorry, forgot to draw the line. The difference this time here is this, okay? Ito hindi siya lumagpas dun sa horizontal line. And if you guys remember, we have this little trend line here from Monday. So we're seeing a descending triangle here. Let's see if this price can break out of this descending triangle. So if you have done your research a bit, you know that descending triangle usually breaks through the bottom, yung pinaka support level. But in some cases, it can also break through the diagonal resistance there going the opposite direction too. So, but in most cases, ito yung nakikita kong nangyayari, right? Kasi bakit? Pansinin nyo. Zoom in ko lang, no? It's a bit flat here, but the push is quite getting stronger here, right? The lows are getting lower here. So, meaning, yung momentum is still being pushed in that direction. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, imagine mo parang ano yun parang nagpo-push talaga ng pressure. Diba? Imagine mo parang tinapay, pinupush mo dito sa floor. Tapos eventually parang, diba, kung malambot na yung floor, baka mas malambot pa sa tinapay. Right? Or whatever it is. I'm sorry, wala ko ibang naisip na example. No? Parang gano'n, parang may pinupush ka sa floor, right? And you're adding pressure. So in most cases, you might expect for that to break towards that direction, right? And hindi ko rin sinasabing 100% guaranteed yun because there are certain scenarios na papunta naman siya dito. Okay? So, meaning, the best way to trade this pattern is anticipate for the breakout. And once you see that opportunity after the breakout, or the first attempt to break out, dun tayo papasok for either a buy or a sell. So, meaning, I will wait for the price to go out a little bit of either below that horizontal line right there, okay? Or above the diagonal pink or purple line, depending on your screen resolution. All right? Okay. So, since I do not see any trading opportunities here, at least right now, or for the people who wants to look into the 15-minute chart, let's go and do that. There's a tiny space here if you wish to take advantage of this. It's bouncing off the yellow EMA now, if that's something that you want to consider. Yes, that's a good entry price as well, right? Tingnan natin kung kaya niya mag-break dyan. For me personally, I'll wait for the next 15-minute bar in the next 9 minutes. Ibig sabihin, kung dito man yan, baka gusto kong mas earlier yung entry price, which the current bar is my basis for that. Okay, bantayan natin to. Tingnan natin kung pwede tayong pumasok doon. Alright, for a quick in and out trade on the 15-minute chart at 9 o'clock tonight, balikan natin siya. Alright, so while we're still waiting for it, pwede tayong mag-move forward muna sa next currency pair. Alright, and that is NZD USD. Balik tayo sa daily chart, nakita nyo yan. Alright, meron tayong, kung maalala nyo, nag-set ako ng sell pending order dyan, pero unfortunately, hindi tayo na-trigger on Monday. Right? Ito yung, ito ata yun, 4 hours yan. Hindi siya na-trigger somewhere dito. Right? So, ngayon, umaakit na siya ulit. Okay? So, dahil hindi tayo na-trigger ng sell, tapos umaakit na ulit si price, is it a good time to go for long or a buy position? Let's see. Ano na nangyayari? Sayang, no? Hindi ko ito nakita kanina. Bullish engulfing na siya. We're up by 6 pips. Tingnan ko lang ha. This time, iba na. Pansinin nyo po, kung nandito kayo, kasama ko kayo nung Monday, nakasell tayo dito. Pero this time, naghahanap na po ako ng buy kasi nga, umakyat na siya ulit. So, nag-iiba na po yung bias natin depending on where the current price is. Okay? So, technically, we're just going with the flow, right? First, trying to figure out where the price can go next. And if we see a view, or at least, a view of where the price can go next, then that's when we plan our entry price. Okay? So, here, ayan, okay. So, H4, price is likely to go there. I think I want to use my EMAs here to be a little conservative, meaning, gusto ko makita yung crossover, right, before I enter the trade. And just adding the EMAs now, I don't think that I would have that set up yet. Sandali ha. Oh, not you. Okay. Oh, not the 15-minute charts. Oh. Yan, yun ang sinasabi ko, wala pa talaga. Yeah, I'm not seeing the crossover yet. Okay, so ibig sabihin, right? Ibig sabihin, if the price stays above here, right, and just go a little bit lower, I would expect for the orange line to go here and the blue would be somewhere here a little bit in the next couple of hours. So meaning, yeah, I could go for a buy, pero I need to see that setup first to happen. Okay? That's the setup that I want to see. Okay? I think this is one good example for Jovet's question earlier. Though we are sitting at a floor level now, or the horizontal line is considered as a floor level, it's not enough. Yeah, I need to find the secondary position, or sorry, confirmation. This is to confirm kung asaan ko ilalagay yung entry price ko. So in this case, I don't see a reasonable entry price here because the price have already moved, right? Kaya naghahanap ako doon. Even if I go to H1, okay, look at this. The H1 bar just touched my EMA, which is a good sign, but still, right? I do not see any entry price here yet, but that bar right there, which is, again, I wouldn't expect for that entry price to be triggered in the next 5 minutes, so might as well, I'll wait for the next bar, right? So possibly we can consider H1. Conservatively, I would wait for this EMA to show that crossover on H4. The H1 move would be a little bit aggressive, pero kung nagiging aggressive man kayo, that's just you trying to get in on that move early. But please do not compromise your risk management plan. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Aggressive kayo in a form na gusto nyo pumasok early, pero lagi po kayo magsaset ng stop loss just in case you are wrong on that trade para nakokontrol nyo yung losses, right? Again, it's always easy to celebrate the wins, okay? And most people will just show you their wins. Very, very few people will show you how they manage their losses. And the losses, or how you manage the losses, is far more important on how you celebrate the wins. Right? I hope I'm making sense there. Na kahit nagiging aggressive kayo, lagyan pa rin ninyo ng stop loss. Tingnan nyo kung saan nyo mas magandang ilagay yung stop loss. Right? Ibig sabihin, inaalalayan nyo pa rin yung account nyo, pinoprotektahan nyo yung account nyo. Kasi at the end of the day, kung wala na kayong account, wala na kayong capital na pagkukuhanan ng potential nyo pa na profit. Diba? So, capital preservation first, profit comes second. Yeah, it will follow. All right? So, from here, I'll rather wait for 9 o'clock. So, may dalawa tayong babalikan. NZD USD and GBP USD on the next once the next bar opens on the 1 hourly chart at least. Okay? So while we're doing that, we go to USD CHF, which is already doing what I want him to do. Look at that, from Monday, ito na yung expect natin, balik siya sa EMA. I'll go back to the daily, no? Right, I'll go back to the daily. Look at this. Pansinin niyo to. Pinag-usapan natin to. Meron tayong nakikitang isang wave dito. Right? Well, actually, I was waiting for this to come back here, pero hindi naman siya nangyari. Okay? So, ito yung gusto natin mangyari ulit. Ito, kumbaga, nagkaroon ng extension. So, earlier today, I wanted to jump in on this rally here ni market. Okay? Pero, nung napag-open ko ng chart ko, nandito na siya sa taas. Sabi ko, sandali, masyado na malayo para habulin ko siya. Right? Ideally, this pin bar is my entry price. So, but anyway, hindi ko na siya nakita din kagabi. Alright? So, from here, I've been waiting for this to drop. Okay? Tapos, I would like to go for another buy. So, meaning, I'll show you where I am coming from on this one. Alright? This is a little bit, I would say a little bit aggressive because the D1 chart is not really touching the EMAs yet. So, ibig sabihin, gusto kong mag-jump in doon sa continuation ng kung ano man nangyayari today. So, ibig sabihin nun, I will just lower down my lot size there because, to be perfectly honest to myself, I'm already late on that trade. Diba? Technically, I'm trying to chase it. Okay? So, if you want to be a little bit more conservative in this case, okay, pwede nyo pa itong antayin bukas na bumaba dito saka tayo maghanap ng buy. Pwede nyo naman gawin yun. Okay? For me, I want to see if I can still jump in just in case this price goes for a little bit more of an extension. Bakit? Eto na. Okay? That's the next thing. I'll give you another reason, ha? Because, ito yung, dinilit ko kasi sila kanina eh. Alright. This is another one. This is here, right? And I want to see that drop right there. Okay? So, yung next lang na to is the continuation papunta doon. Okay? Pag ayaw niya na talaga, I'm totally fine. Right? So, nagta-tighten yung move dito. That's another hesitation that I had from earlier today. Pero, yun na nga. The price have moved. Diba? Ganda sana. Pero, yeah, kung na-late na tayo, wala na tayo magagawa doon. Late na lang talaga.
It's time for bed.
Oh yes, thanks Alexa. Alright, so, dito sana yung kanina. Pero anyway, bumalik din naman siya kung saan ko siya nakita kanina. Right? So, we're personally for me, gusto ko makita if the price can go back up there and test this level or it could be a breakout. Okay? So, technically, if you look at this, I'm being a little aggressive in this case because I'm buying closer to the ceiling. In some cases, sabi ko nga, no, even if I'm doing this for quite some time now, right, merong mga bad habits na so bad to like break. Okay? So, I'm showing you how I manage those bad habits because I still have them now. My suggestion for you guys is please do not create the bad habits anymore kasi mas mahihirapan kayo, di ba? So, in that case, in my case, pag may nakikita akong gano'n, at ganito ko siya ina-adjust, okay? Ganito ko siya ina-adjust. Kung nakikita ko or tawag dito, alam mo yan, may pakiramdam ka na gano'n eh. Alam mong low probability trade na siya, pero meron pa rin nagpo-push sa'yo, then you cannot just disregard it and you really want to take the trade. So the best thing that you need to do is this, okay? You adjust your lot size instead. Okay? So parang ganito, adjust mo na lang ito para hindi masyadong masakit just in case you're wrong. So for me, dahil sino naka 1.0 dyan, sabihin natin 1.01, right? So, just to satisfy the itch, kumbaga, basta magkaroon ka lang ng trade dyan, but, again, hindi ko siya ina-advise for you guys to have this bad habit. But at least, if you already have this already, na alam mo yung pinipilit mo na yung trade, I hope this part right here can help you out manage that itch right there just to get in on a trade. Yeah, kahit alam nyo nang nagiging low probability. So, where do you go to still manage your risk management plan properly? Adjust the lot size instead. Okay? So, doon kayo. Just in case na mali yung gusto nyong ipilit. Diba? Parang sa akin, yun yung nararamdaman ko kay USD CHF kanina pa. Right? So, inantay ko siyang bumalik sa yellow. Sabi ko, okay, bumalik ka sa yellow tapos trade tayo ulit. So, yun na, magpapakita si market nung kung ano gusto ko kanina. Then, yan. Pero ngayon, bababaan ko lang yung lot size ko. Again, this is for uh, um, for my personal trading style where, again, ulitin ko po ha, not really advisable, because this is a bad habit that I have developed, unfortunately, from when I started trading. Because I'm not sure if you're already aware, I'm a bit of self-taught before I got properly mentored by a team in Australia. So meaning, I was doing the education by myself at the beginning. So yun yung mga part na or time na I was banking on trial and error, and unfortunately yung mga bad habit ang hirap tanggalin. So over the years I find a way. I've been trying to eliminate them totally, pero tawag dito, alam mo yon, yung may muscle memory. So what I did for myself is I find a way to manage those bad habits properly and still not to like expose my accounts every time I feel like I'm, yeah, looking for a trade where it is already a low probability trade. So but anyway, again, this is not advisable for a beginner trader to do. Okay? Pero kung kaya nyo naman i-manage yung risk nyo, yeah, that's totally fine. Right? Sabi nga, as always, trade at your own risk. Basta naintindihan nyo kung anong nangyayari, that's totally fine for me. Kaysa yung nanguhula lang kayo and following someone blindly, that's a big no-no. Okay? So 94.91 is my entry price if the price goes up there. 0.9491. All right? And this is a 1 hourly chart, so I'm looking to go and risk about 44, 45 pips. Stop loss would be at 94.47, 0.9447, right? Binabaan natin yung lot size natin dyan. This would run for the next hour. So meaning I will have it at 1700 here. Kasi bakit? Market Watch is saying, look at that, it's 1600 on our clock. So 1700 our market clock, right? 1700 will get a new 1 hourly bar. So from there, this is a buy stop order, and there you go. Right? So let's see if it would break out. If it will not, that's totally fine. Right? So pag-abot naman dito, imo-monitor ko siya. We're looking into making at least 35 pips or maybe lesser than that, maybe somewhere at 30. So that's about 15 pips less than what we are risking. But if the price goes in our favor, 30 pips is 30 pips. Profit is profit. But then again, if it will not be triggered, automatically this trade will be canceled anyway. So I would like to monitor this as the price goes and move that way. Okay? So yeah, that's one thing or one way I can suggest you to manage your trades. If you're feeling that you're getting a little bit aggressive, lower down your lot size. Okay? If you have questions about lot size, let me know in the comment section, or maybe, yeah, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page or account. Yeah, send me a message, and I would love to answer your queries to the best of my knowledge. And as always, if I won't find or I cannot answer your question, I'll point you to the right direction, right, where you can find it. Okay, so balikan natin very quickly si GBP USD on the look at that. Look at that. Look at 5 minutes lang. Nasobrahan ako ng discussion dun sa 5 minutes and iniwan na tayo ni GBP by 21 pips. I apologize to myself. Look at that. There you go. But dito lang siya kanina, kakatouch niya lang. Dali. Again, we are operating. I just want to remind everyone on GBP USD. We are operating on this descending triangle. So yung quick buy na yon, ito lang yung gusto natin makita dito kanina. But I think it already moved. This is the part where I don't like myself that much. That's 20 pips already. On an average. Yeah, pabalik na yan eh. Could have taken that trade already. It touches the EMA. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. I want to go back to this one kasi ito dito na. Ito pansinin niyo. My trading decision now here will be based on the last bar that spiked, and this is not becoming objective. I'm becoming more subjective here. So definitely I am getting in my way. This is one thing that I have not yet mastered for myself yet. That's why I want to go to the next chart right away. What do I mean what? Ano yung part na hindi mo pa na master? 100%. Yung trading based on emotion, because I don't think there's someone who have mastered trading based on emotion. So pag nakikita ko, nararamdaman ko na I am being emotional on the next trade that I'm taking, I'll rather move to the next currency. Yeah, because I'm starting to like, yeah, sana I got in earlier. Bakit ko ba, ano, bakit ba ako nag-move agad? Right? So, I'm getting a little bit emotional on this one. So, I want to move on to the next currency pair just to avoid, yeah, just to avoid that. So, meaning, here we go on NZD USD instead. Tingnan natin if this is much better. Okay, I think we have a much better setup here. If this H1 uptrend can continue, look at those waves right there. The second wave or the very last wave is higher than the previous. Yeah, look at that. We have momentum. Let's see if we can take advantage of this still. So meaning we are looking for another buy here. Entry price at 67.97. This is a pending buy stop order. Yeah, 0.6797 was it? Yeah. Stop loss will be just few pips below the bar, 67.73. So we're risking about 25-ish pips right here. 67.73. Stop loss, Tandaya, 0.6773. I'm very much confident with this trade compared to the other one. So, meaning, I'm going back to my standard lot size for this webinar. So, since this is on the 1 hourly chart, 1700. Oops, sorry, nawala yung entry price. Yeah, 67.97. 0.6797. And there you go. For the next 1 hour bar, we want to see this price move in our favor. At least hanggang dito, or at any point you see, at any point you see that you are already in profit, diba? You can always take the money. Yeah, if you want to set a take profit level, that's totally fine too. Okay? Yes, exactly, Mike. Yun na nga eh. So, ibig sabihin, pag nagkakaroon ako ng ganung pakiramdam na like, dapat ganito. So, just imagine you're getting a little bit emotional with your decisions there. For me personally, I'd rather move on to the next currency pair kaya sa my decisions will be based on my emotion, unfortunately. So, yun nga, sabi ko, if you were with me since the beginning of these YouTube sessions, diba? Sabi ko, if you're quite in doubt of your trades, you can move to the next currency pair. If you are being led by your emotion, move to the next currency pair. Anything that would lead to trading based on emotion, control yourself by just moving to the next currency pair so you will not hurt yourself. So that's kasi I have not mastered trading by emotion yet, and I'm not sure if there's someone who have mastered that skill already. So yeah, so yun yung gagawin ko ngayon. I'll rather move to the next currency pair instead. Yeah, so we have those positions there. USD CHF, we are done with that. USD CAD is the next one where we were expecting for it to continue after that little crossover, pero hindi talaga siya nag-continue. We have a weaker dollar here, especially today. Okay, pero tingnan natin if we can still see trading opportunities here as far as USD CAD is concerned. Let's see. It's going back to the floor now. So, tinetest niya ulit yung floor level na yun na long term, no? Tingnan natin. I have a thicker line now here. It was a little bit tempting to go and buy. Kung maalala nyo, nandito tayo. So, I think yeah. Breakout na yun. Kaso ayaw talaga eh. Right? So, bumalik siya ulit. Bumalik na naman siya dito. That's a beautiful drop right there, oh. Look at that. That's an 80 pepper drop. Can we go back in? I think I look for a buy this time. Yeah. Tell me if you think otherwise. Okay. I think I'm looking for a buy this time. So I'm on the 1 hourly chart trying to look for a level where I can have a reversal here. Pero in the next 50 minutes, if this can still fall for the next 7 pips na lang eh. But this will be my entry. Can go back down. I think I want to buy, but I'm not seeing a better entry price personally. But I want to go back to this later on if I have a free time later tonight. Look at this beautifully moving currency pair downwards. But I really wanted to buy. Nandun yung bias ko ngayon eh. Alam niyo yung pakiramdam na, right? Really wanted to go for it. Oh yeah, I used to do that, Mike. I used to use a platform where I can see all the time frames. Yeah. Pero for the sake of this what do you call this YouTube session, I want you or the audience to see how we can go what do you call this, especially for the beginner ones who are trying to like start their journey trading. I don't want them to be overwhelmed with multiple charts. So yeah, hindi ko pa siya ginagamit yung like you can check all several time frames. Yeah. Kasi medyo overwhelming siya for a beginner. But as we progress with this channel and we find that most of the traders following us are advanced, then we can definitely use that too. Yeah, but I know what you mean, right? So it's like when you click D1, right, or a certain currency pair, you can set it up na meron kang D1, H4, and 5 minutes as well, just in case you want 5 minutes. I have 15 minutes instead of 5. So like everything adjusted to that currency pair and shows you multiple time frame analysis right away. Okay. So yeah, that's my reason of not using it in this sessions. All right. But anyway, yeah, that's a beautiful reminder. And for some who have or want that, you can contact Mike. Yeah. So getting a little bit subjective here. Balikan kita USD CAD, just like what USD JPY is doing to me. USD JPY has been very, very mailap to me since the beginning of February, I think. Anyway, yeah, because it's February when I started this session, so I have not had a position, like a proper position with USD JPY since that time, I think. Yeah, as far as I can remember it. So now we are above that 126 level. If you go to D1, you guys can remember, we have this sell Monday, pero hindi talaga siya nag-proceed. It went up. Yeah. So tingnan natin if there's something that we can learn from this to reassess our position. Pero as usual kasi, every time I look at a trend, I always look for the pullback, right? The pullback. This one right here is, yeah, the best thing pa rin for me before I would like to go for a buy is another pullback. Yeah. So from there, yeah, Mike, yeah, send me a message on my Facebook group. My Facebook group or my Facebook account, and let's see if we can organize that for you. Okay? Yeah? Send me a message. Okay? Here. So mas maganda sa akin siguro, I'd like to wait for this pullback. Again, this is when my emotion, okay, I'm getting a little bit angry with USD JPY to be specific. Yeah, kasi hindi ko siya mahuli-huli for the last couple of months. So again, if you're feeling that your trades are being what do you call this, triggered by your emotion, the very best thing to do is just to move to the next currency pair and find a much better setup. And that's what's happening for me for the last couple of months. I've been focusing on AUD USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD, if you've noticed that. And every time I go to USD JPY, it's like cannot understand USD JPY. But anyway, yeah, that's my midweek analysis for all the major currency pairs, everyone. If you have other currency pairs that you wish to be added on the list, okay, you can always send it to me in advance so we can have them, okay. And at the same time, I'll tell you the reason if you don't know yet. I'll tell you the reason why I'm always looking into the major currency pairs, because this is how I would check how these currency pairs would perform if we pair it on other currencies as well, like the crosses as they call it. So looking at the major currency pairs shows you what the dollar's strength or performance, at least across the board. And from there, if you're noticing that the dollar is weaker, let's say compared to euro, and the price is going up, so meaning euro is really striking back, then you can check other euro crosses to see if the euro is performing the same thing or the same way across the board, like euro NZD, euro JPY, and other euro crosses out there. So that's basically my purpose of checking the major currencies first before other things. Yeah. So I hope it helped you or nakatulong po sana to go and reassess your position, or maybe what you call this, set up your trades midweek, and we have our Friday end of week market analysis. So again, thank you guys for spending your time with me. And as always, I remind you to make a plan, trade your plan, and make sure to follow your risk management plan too. So, guys, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. And as always, remember, trading should be fun, everyone. I'll see you in the next session. Charts up every 8:30, Mondays, Wednesdays. See you on Friday, guys. Bye for now. Cheers.